Howdy, campers. Happy New Year's Eve, December 30th. We're going to do another installation of our bowling series. Here in Pennsylvania, where I live, it's a thing. We have the bowling alleys and everything won't reopen until Monday on January 4th because of the issue. So we're doing this from my home office in lovely Hanover, Pennsylvania. So what I wanted to get across today in number 5, because what we've already done is we've already looked at equipment. We've already looked at equipment again, in a second equipment video. We looked at some practice drills. And now what we're going to do is we're going to start looking at what a proper push-away looks like. It's going to be hard for me to show you, so I'm going to try to talk you through it a little bit. But what I want you to understand in the game of bowling, much like many things that require an arm swing, okay, or a timing mechanism, is that timing is everything. You need to be on time. The ball needs to be coming through as your feet are going at the right position. You go too fast, you got to rip it through. You go too slow with your feet, and your arm swing is just kind of already there, and it's got to dump the ball. Okay. And that kind of goes into golf. It goes into so many other sports. But in bowling, you have a 16 or a 14 or a 12 or wherever you are in the game of bowling, weight attached to your hand. And the problem is, like I said in the last video, is at the top of the swing. If you cut that sucker off and you got to bring it forward real quick, because your body is always going to compensate. When you screw up, you say, hold my beer, I'll fix that for you. So when you're too quick with your feet, your body's going to be like, we don't have time for a whole arm swing. We're going to cut this into pieces. But what happens is at the top of that arm swing, what's going to happen is when your thumb is on the correct side of 12 o'clock, it's at 2, maybe 2:30, 3 o'clock, depending on how you've got your wrist configured. It's usually going to be between 1:30 and 2:30 on a clock. What's going to happen, though, is, and that allows you to stay in the ball because there's a thing called gravity. So as you're coming down, if you cut that thing off, the thumb's going to come to 12. The problem is what is up, what looks like it's up, is actually down. You're at 12 o'clock, all right, but that ball's pointing downward. Your thumb's pointing downward. So you're not at 12, you're at 6. And when you get to 6, that ball comes off your hand. So what happens is, you cut that arm swing, that thumb drops, and that ball's going into the ground. It's going right into the floor. And it will probably go towards the right if you don't really speed up the arm swing. But your arm swing will speed up. So what you will do is you will pull the ball, and you will speed up your arm, and you'll drop it into the floor, but you'll come around it too early. So what you'll do is, you're used to hooking the ball, and it's got nice rotation. What you're going to do is you're going to make it skid. You're going to miss inside. You're going to pull the shot. So ordinarily, would make it go left to the head pin, but then it's going to skid all the way down. You're not going to get the big hook that you're used to, or the hook that you're used to. And the ball's going to go down faster. You're going to have more velocity. So you may go to the head pin, not cross over. You might get lucky and cross over. But you're going to miss. And really nasty things happen when you go right into the face, right into the head pin. Usually leaving 4 6s, 7 10s. 4 6 7 10s. Greek church, which is 3 on one side, 2 on the other. I know. What did the Greeks ever do? You know, they gave us all this philosophy, and we blame a really ugly pin count on them. Not very nice. It's called a Greek church. So these are things that will happen if you cut off the arm swing. So what's really important is a couple of things that are going to stop that from happening. And I'm going to get into those really quick. Number one, when you set up, okay, you got your elbow behind your arm. What you want to do is cock that ball a little bit to the outside, and you want to focus on throwing your elbow at your mark. Remember, from here to your arm is about 5 to 6 boards. Say 5 boards. So you're gonna look at, let's say you're gonna try to aim at the second arrow. My face has got to go to the third, and my elbow goes to the second. Second thing I must do is when I let that ball go, if I lurch forward with the ball, when that ball drops, if I follow the ball, then what's going to happen is the arm swing will go up higher than it normally would. Instead of here, naturally, it'll go way up here. And now it is more likely I will have to, oops, hurry up. And the thumb drops. So what you have to do is keep a top of the body that is no further than your knees. You can't go forward. You got to go forward maybe 20 degrees, not much. Keep the, and don't get stiff. Nice and calm. You let it go, and only the arm moves, not your whole upper body. If you're able to pull that off, your timing will be correct. The other thing is when you come through the shot, you will probably have to have your left arm come through a little bit and end up a little bit behind you as your right arm is coming out in front of you, because it's about balance. And when that happens, then that arm is going to come all the way through and you're going to have more power. So that's how we get it done. Lead with the elbow. Don't follow the ball as it goes back. Nice, easy arm swing. It will not. Your arm will not fall off. Let it go back and through, nice and easy. Calm is your friend, and this is going to do wonders for you. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and I will see you tomorrow.